So, hey, welcome to another exciting episode of The James Show. Last week was my birthday and my son's birthday. This week, well, we almost didn't maybe not have a show because there might have been a hurricane, but it looks like there is no hurricane. And there's a show. Whatever. So what have we got going on this week? Well, we've got a Loot Crate Gaming to look at. We have a new card deck builder game that I got in the Harry Potter universe. Talk a little bit about what I have been playing game-wise recently. And we're going to play one of my son's favorite games for me to play on the computer. It's a weird, crummy little basic game called Dino DDay. World War II guys versus Hitler's dinosaur army. Sounds fun. Anyways, let's get started with yet another episode of The James Show. So, first off, instead of, nobody here to interview this week, so what has James been playing? Well, as some of you may or may not know, I am a super huge Destiny fan. So, the Rise of Iron expansion came out, so I have been playing way too much time in that. And then, even more so, this week was the first Iron Banner with the new gear and the new loot tables, so stuff was dropping like crazy good in Destiny. So I have been playing way too much Iron Banner and getting all three of my characters to rank 5 in Iron Banner. I am still trying to play through some Deus Ex and Doom when I can squeeze it in with Destiny, and the other game I play a lot of, World of Warcraft. I'm not, a super duper grinder in the game. Plus I'm busy leveling up another alt character because Loot Crate gave me a free account, so I've got 2 accounts on dual boxing with Invite a Friend to boost my level. So I'm working on a Shaman, and at the same time I have my level 106 Hunter doing stuff there, and I'm really liking it. I like the improvements this time around. I think Legion's a good expansion, personally. I like the consolidation of abilities and the separation, so that it almost feels like each class has 3 classes within it. The subclasses are, at least in my experience with the Shaman and the Hunter, very different in the way that they play, and I like that a lot. I think it's cool. Put some diversity back in the game a little bit. So, what's next? Oh yes, Loot Crate. Now, I wasn't supposed to get a second Loot Crate Gaming, but apparently I didn't cancel properly. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I got some really cool stuff. First off is this awesome Fallout shirt. Yep, all the crazy little Fallout guys on it. Bunch of different ones from the various perks you get in Fallout. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Next, we have from Dead Rising a Frank West multi-tool. Interestingly, and I don't blame them, no knife. Normally this type of tool would have a knife, but they probably didn't want to ship a knife out through the mail and have the 13-year-old kid that their parents are buying it for cut their livers off. But it does have a flashlight. Yeah, that's not annoying. Let's turn that off. Obviously, pliers. A nice solid aluminum construction. And you got Phillips head screwdriver thing. Sorry, flathead. Phillips head with a like a paint can opener on it. A different sized flathead screwdriver with more of a traditional can opener on it, and the file, because I don't know. And it's got the pliers. Folds up nice, looks neat. It's got the name Frank West painted / carved, as in it looks like it's carved, but it's really just painted in it. It's got the little belt pouch, the handy dandy belt pouch, that you can wear it on your belt and feel like a man to always be prepared. No knife though. Some box for it. What we got here? Oh, shot glasses. Yeah, I forgot about these, or I would have whipped them out for my party last weekend, where we played. We drank and played WarioWare mini micro games. These are cool. It's like from Battlezone, the 1980s like arcade game. So it's kind of hard to see the landscape there. So here, That's what it's on the shot glass all the way around it. Wonder if they're both the same. No. The other glass is this back out of the box. It's more of like a yeah, let's see if I can get that to look. It's a scene from the game. So 2 shot glasses, pretty cool. Goes along with my crystal World of Warcraft glasses, Collins glasses. Shot glasses, multi-tool. Then we have a Gears of War 4 mini replica, gun with the chainsaw and stuff. Whatever. Yeah, I can only be so done at one time. But, interesting. Put that bad boy right there. Boink. Next to my Mega Man and my Alex from that one thing. Deus Ex. The pin this time is interesting. The theme is called Battleground. And the pin this time is like really coppery and it's kind of hard to see. It's got like a skull with a war helmet on. It's kind of a war, one of those standard like death war scenes. Let's see if I can get this thing to zoom in on it and not be too reflective. But yeah, you can kind of see what's going on there. We have a Dark Souls comic. Love me some Dark Souls also. And a poster. So, yeah. Obviously I didn't get the Epic Crate or I would have gotten the new Xbox One S, which would have been cool, but what are you going to do? Not get one, that's what. So, that was Loot Crate Gaming this month. Pretty cool. Lots of neat stuff. What we got next on the fun agenda? Let's play a game. My glasses today come courtesy of my birthday. They're not sunglasses per se. They're more rain glasses, and they are honestly almost too small for my big ass fat head. But we're going to play some Dino DDay with them. So, Dino DDay. Somebody said my birthday party comment was chug, chug, chug. Well, a little bit. So here we are. We're just going to play against some bots. Deathmatch. I don't know what kind of deathmatch. We'll do deathmatch. We'll do King of the Hill. Yeah. Alright. So Dino DDay is basically, well, for some reason there's dinosaurs. I don't really know why. Yeah, and of course my son loves me to play Axis because they have the dinosaurs. So we're going to try out... I like this guy personally. Yeah. So you can see I'm like an Ankylosaurus who can bite a little bit and has a cannon mounted on its back. And the goats, yeah, I just killed the goat. I don't really know what the goats do. I think that the raptors can like eat them for powers or something. All I know is I shoot them. And there's another guy that's on my team. Ankylosaur, away! As you can see, it's a pretty basic game. I mean, it's probably built mostly with like default like source textures or something. Basic Waddits control. My dinosaur apparently went deaf because something exploded too out. It'd be cool if you could beat a Stegosaurus, but you can't. The Allies do have one dinosaur. Oh no, I died. Rest in peace, dead guy. I'm gonna be copied now. Microraptor now. Check this guy. So he's melee entirely, but he's a pretty fast runner. So we'll see how he does. Well, I did horrible. We'll try this. Velociraptors. It's kind of weird and inconsistent on what dinosaur you end up, the view. Because sometimes it's like first person, sometimes it's not. I don't really know what the goats are for or anything. I guess I could have researched the game a little more, but all my son wants me to do is run around like a dinosaur and go roar. So, that's what I do in the game, and he loves it. Some of the names are kind of funny. I got Harry Grant, Comfy Brogard. So, capture point over here. Let's see. Not too hot, right? Let's go ahead and try one of the humans and see what kind of action we can get with them. 4, 3, 2, 1. See, humans got a variety of weapons, basic. Stick. Come on. Stamina bar. Alright, where's the bad guys? Oh, shoot, a good shot. Shoot, Humphrey Bogart. Reloading. Cary Grant. Oh no, I died. So, there you have it, Dino DDay. Is it any good? It's okay. It's like something you play in the early 2000s or earlier maybe. Is it cheap? Yeah, it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $1. So, my son is very entertained by it, and he thinks it's funny. And, hey, sometimes you gotta do stuff to entertain them, and it's fun to be fun with him, I guess. Dino DDay. Cheap, and dinosaurs. And Nazis. There you go. And this has been Mr. Sunglasses / Rain Glasses with his flashy powered windshield wiper glasses. There you go. So, now I'm going to talk about a neat game that we haven't really got to play much. We're just kind of reading about it and reading up on the rules. It's a cooperative deck builder game called Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. A cooperative deck building game for ages 11 and up, 2 to 4 players. Now, the rules in this game start off pretty simple. Well, most deck building games are simple because the rules are really kind of in the cards themselves. But the interesting thing about this game is that you play in the game actually in years of the school. And every year your characters get new abilities and there's new weird obstacles to overcome. And so the rule book actually gets longer every year that you play. The game comes with a nice handy-dandy board with which to help organize everything. And it's kind of neat that it actually has artwork on the folded up part of the board. Upside down. That's kind of a neat little touch. You know, that's kind of a production quality thing. Every character gets a hero card. The box also I really like is that it's really organized to take apart and actually like exist. It's even got these things right here. Once you get going, they're dividers to sort the cards out. You have your assorted counters. You got your. Oh, it's kind of these are pewter. These are the bad things. You don't want to get these. If the bad guys get too many of these, they win. And then, as you see the game, they call them by year. Game 1, Game 2. These are the years. You can see certain years add more stuff to the game than others. And inside is actually all the cards and stuff you need to play the game. Year 1's the biggest because it has a lot of the stuff. These are what's called location cards. And if the villain controls all the locations in the game, they win. This is the regular Game 1. This is the overall rules. So Game 1, you're Hogwarts Express. Starting off. Going to Hogwarts. Like here's your location, the Mirror of Erised. And as you can see in the bottom, it's got those little owner counters. Here's the hero cards. It'd been nice if they actually had like a hero card every year. That would have been cool. I don't know if they. I should check. It would be really cool if they had a hero card every year and their abilities changed slightly and their appearance. I mean, they updated the the way the characters look. I don't think they do that, but it would have been a really nice touch. No, these are all villains and stuff. So they don't update. That would have been a really nice touch. I mean, it would add, a bunch of extra cards to the production. So maybe that's partially why they did. I mean, it would add what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 24 extra cards of the bigger size. But it would have been really cool to have them be, year 2, year 1, year 2, and they don't have to have different abilities because I mean I'm sure the game is balanced so that they, you don't want them to. But it would have been really cool to at least have like different images and stuff. Let me see. There's gotta be some villains in here somewhere. Yeah. So like the villains in the first year, you got Draco, Quirrell, Krabby, and Goyle. Oh, and these cards here are just kind of like hint cards to help you remember the turn order and stuff like that. Every hero starts with their own basic deck of 10 cards. And it's got their name on the bottom, so you can't lose them. And basically what happens is, the first thing you do is you flip over a Dark Arts card. It's what bad guys. And you do whatever on that card. And then the hero, whose turn it currently is, can play different cards to get either lightning bolts, or coins. Lightning bolts damage the villain. The villains have a health track, and when they're gone, you flip over the next villain. The coins can be used to buy the other cards in the game. So just like a deck building game, there's a single deck that you build your new deck out of. And when a card is bought, it's replaced. And you have a 6 at one time. And there's a special spot on the board just for them. So, pretty neat. And because it's a cooperative game, it's kind of nice because it's everybody against the game. So that's the kind of game my wife actually likes a little bit more. She doesn't like playing versus. I mean, sometimes she does, especially when she wins. But it's always nice to have a cooperative where the whole group is together trying to solve an objective. And if you get knocked out in the game, basically because there's basically a time. Almost every turn, the villain is getting another little track on their controlling location. So if you get knocked out, you've pretty much lost the rest of your turn, and that's kind of where the villain gets their advantage. You lose a bunch of cards out of your hand. They automatically get some of the points toward holding the objectives. You lose all your saved up resources. So, I mean, there's a penalty to getting stunned, but it doesn't knock you out of the game permanently, which is a really nice thing, and a cooperative type game really needs something like that. I mean, board games in general, there should never really be a mechanic where you are kicked out of the game. Even Talisman, you just start over until it's the very, very end of the game. Another game we play, Post-Human, you just turn into a mutant and you're almost on a whole new team. So that's a really important thing, I think, for a lot of board and card games. I mean, in general, if it's 2 players, or if it's like a card game, like a CCG, the games don't last necessarily as long, so it's okay to kick someone off. They've lost, but then again, most CCGs don't actually play multiplayer. It's all weird variant rules. But overall, yeah, I think most of the time it's important to keep the players in the damn game. It kind of sucks if you get kicked out. You just, oh, I can't do anything. I'm dead. Yeah. The heroes, if you didn't see, were Hermione, Harry Potter, the Ron Weasley, the three no does, but then Neville, which is kind of interesting because they have the really crappy old picture when Neville was a pushover, as opposed to when he's like in year 5, 6, and 7, when he's kind of, you know, grown up. He's not so fat, and especially in the movies, because it's just definitely board game based more in the movies. All the pictures and images are the movies, and he's kind of come into his own and is actually a competent wizard. Anyhow, looks like it's a fun game. I've read a lot of reviews on it, and people either hate it because they thought it was too simple, or they really, really liked it. And the people who hated it because they thought it was too simple, most of them played at Gen Con when they only did like year 1 and 2. And from what I'm reading from people who've played it even more, is that by the time you get to year 6 and 7, you don't even recognize the game if you just look at year 1 anymore, because there's so much other neat stuff and so many different things are happening that it really builds you into a deck building game, because they assume, I'm guessing, that since it's Harry Potter, you're going to get fans who aren't fans, traditional fans of gaming. So they really kind of slowly build it all up, and even they suggest if you're familiar with deck building games, start at year 3, just because it's going to really slowly introduce all the concepts to you so that you can really get it all down, which is, I think, a really cool touch. So, looks awesome. Can't wait to play it. Going to try to play some later tonight. Now is the part of the time that everyone loves. I have a hat. Today's hat also comes courtesy of Stacy and my birthday. And it goes along really with the sunglasses. I mean, if you really want to get technical. And it goes along with our theme of, uh-oh, we dodged a hurricane. If you're ever wondering how these things stay on people's heads, yeah, it's elastic. It's elastic. So, now we have to think, what are we going to sing a song about? Anybody watching have an idea for a song? We're out of ketchup. That is a brilliant song idea.
I like your hat as well.
We're going to sing a song about being out of ketchup. Walked into the kitchen the other day. Gonna have some French fries. Gonna be great. Open the fridge. What do I see? We're out of ketchup. How can this be? We buy it by gallons. We have a big pump. And we're out of ketchup. My life's in a slump. No more ketchup. Threw the fries away. My wife yelled at me for wasting food. What could I say? I said we're out of ketchup. She said I don't care. Use mayonnaise and mustard like I do. I said that is gross. She said no, it's not. And, you know, how can you fight with your wife? That's just a side note. You do it too much, you just punch it. You can't punch her back if you get into a lot. Anyways. We're out of ketchup. Can't go to the store. The rain's coming down. It's starting to pour. My car floated away. The water's at the door. We're out of ketchup. Can't go to the store. What can you eat when you don't have ketchup? No French fries, no pizza, no spaghetti, no rice. Put ketchup on it all. What are you gonna do? I don't even like ice without ketchup on it. We're out of ketchup. It makes me so sad. We're out of ketchup. We're out of ketchup. We better not be out of ketchup.
I think we're out of ketchup.
I see ketchup. We're not out of ketchup. I threw my fries away. Now I feel stupid. What can I say? I'm glad that you chimed in before Troy's suggestion. Because on the internet chat, Troy's suggestion is porcupines.
Mine was going to be toilet paper.
Versus toilet paper. We're out of toilet paper. What can you do? Actually, I have a song about toilet paper. It's set to like Bonanza or something like that.
Oh God, why?
No, it's not. I can't remember what it is, but it's an old Western. And I didn't make it up, but it's stranded. Stranded on a toilet bowl. What do you do when you're stranded and you don't have a roll? You be a man, you be a man. Use your hand, then wash your hands. Porcupines. We're going to sing a song about porcupines. They're teeny and pointy, and they crawl around. They roll in a ball and stab you. Wait, that's hedgehogs. Anyhow.
Hedgehogs are the best.
So, someone's trying to harass me on camera.
Roadshow.
Anyhow, there you go. So, that was the show for today. What did we talk about? We talked about the Harry Potter game. We talked about some loot crates. We got some hats. We got some sunglasses. We played Dino DDay. Sung a song about ketchup. And until next time, I'm James, and this is James. Song suggestion by Bree.
Yeah.
Harassment by Stacy. Check me out, The James Show 00. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And as always, I mentioned, not on MySpace. And so until next time, stay whatever it is you're doing. And if you're in the path of the hurricane, listen to your governor. Get the hell out of the state. Don't be stupid. Till next time.